Well, hello everyone. This is Richard Kadesch, owner and broker in charge of Go Gated Realty, Hilton Head Island and Bluffton, South Carolina. 843-684-2933. Email rich@gogated.com. And today is January 10th, 2024. Happy New Year, everyone. And we're in Latitude, Margaritaville, Hilton Head, a 55 and over community by Minto. And it's also a 24-hour guarded and gated community. Well, today we're going to go back into Phase 4 and take a look at a Nevis, one of the Caribbean homes here at Latitude, which was just completed by one of my clients. We're going to walk through that house and talk about it. Also, here in the community you have fantastic recreational amenities at Town Square and over at the Lake Latitude Club. Let's start by stopping by the Town Square and just taking a quick look. Here in the Town Square at the bandshell, they have music videos, live music performances, and out here in the square, other social gatherings and celebrations of all kinds. And the Working and Playing Center has this business center as one aspect. Also Margaritaville Pet Spa and the Hangar Workshop for all of you workshop enthusiasts. This is the location of various meeting rooms for clubs, and also the playground, which is the pottery group. And back behind are 10 lighted pickleball courts and a very active pickleball group, I understand. There are bocce courts and 5 tennis courts, all lighted. The Fins Up Fitness Center has a large indoor swimming pool, lots of aerobic and weight training equipment inside, everything you need, everything you want. The Last Mango Theater, the location of bingo, comedy shows, and other social events. The Paradise Pool is the perfect complement to resort-style living here at Latitude Margaritaville. And the Latitude Bar and Chill Restaurant, known as the B&C. Great for lunch and dinner. Excellent food, excellent prices, excellent service. I enjoy it as often as I can. I think you will too. I'll just remind you, the viewer, that I am a buyer's agent. I'm independent. I don't represent Minto, the developer and builder of the homes here at Latitude Margaritaville. I don't represent the community of Margaritaville. I represent you, the buyer. I'm a fiduciary. I represent you. And while I represent you, the buyer, my commission is actually paid by Minto at closing if you buy and when you close. It costs you nothing for my services, and your price for a new home, should you build one, is not higher or lower when you have a buyer's agent. I'm a former licensed South Carolina home builder, and I love working with new homes, guiding my clients through the building process. Of course, I also work with resale homes here and elsewhere. My buyers, and together with my buyers, we compare communities, we compare homes, we compare builders. Now, Minto does want you to bring me in early, certainly before you go to contract. It's best to start our conversation about what you want to accomplish, what you want to find, before you come to the area. Typically, I accompany you, the buyer, out here to Latitude to tour the community and meet with the sales rep representing Minto, and you don't want to let that go too far because they want you to bring your buyer's agent in early, typically no later than when you arrive. Give me a call, we'll talk about all of that, and I look forward to talking with you about that and my services. Since our subject property is here in Phase 4, it's also the location of the Lake Latitude Club, so let's take a quick look before we go over to the house. And the centerpiece of the Latitude Lake Club is this large clubhouse with this huge social hall, multi-purpose social hall. Last time I was here, they had line dancing classes going on. I just spoke with those folks there in the distance. They're here to plan out, or help to plan out their granddaughter's wedding sometime here in the future. The clubhouse has a large wraparound porch, beautiful views of the lake, where the waterways go into the community and provide for great fishing and kayaking. Those boats are launched from the beach, which is immediately next to the clubhouse. A great screen porch. The possibilities would seem to be endless. And a second swimming pool. Great setting. Zero-step entry on this end. And just beyond, Finn's Field and the pickleball courts. Here at Finn's Field, next to the clubhouse, they play wiffle ball. And there's two fields here. Men and women play on the same teams. If you move here to Latitude Margaritaville, you just might find yourself playing a position on one of these wiffle ball teams. And there are two pickleball courts here at Lake Latitude Club. Well, there's more details on all these amenities in some of my other videos. I would just invite you to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It's the Go Gated channel on YouTube. That's one word, Go Gated. There you'll find videos of more amenities here at Latitude, more different models of homes, and other communities as well. So please subscribe. Let's just talk a bit about how all of these homes are built by Minto, some of the construction features. Well, they're all on slab, which means a concrete platform, no steps, and of course they're all in floodplain X, which means optional flood insurance even if you get a bank loan. They all have the 2x6 exterior frames, which allow them to put the R19 bats into the walls. They have R38 blown insulation in the ceilings. They also have a radiant board roof deck, which keeps your attic cool. That's what we're concerned about down here. Heat more than cold. Keeps your attic cooler and therefore saves your energy bills. Saves you money on your energy bills. These all have hardy plank siding. That's the concrete fiberboard. The bugs don't eat it. It's beautiful. It's strong. The hardy board is the state of art in construction today. The roof is an architectural textured shingle, fiberglass shingles. All of these homes come with two-car garages and covered back porches, often referred to as lanais. All of the homes have professional landscaping and sodded yards. They have in-ground irrigation systems. All of that is included in the standard base price of the home. And yard care here is included at Latitude Margaritaville. Included in your HOA fee, which by the way for the Caribbean homes is $345.10 per month. $345.10 not only pays for your yard care and the cost of the water, the irrigation water for your yard, but it also includes the use of all the different amenities that we've seen today. Both the town square, town center amenities and the Latitude Lake amenities, all included in your regime fee. Now the regime fees, or the association fees, POA, HOA, that's Property Owners Association or Homeowners Fee, that monthly fee, the mandatory monthly fee, that does differ by category of home. It differs for the Caribbean homes, it differs for the cottages, and it differs for the freestanding beach homes. Call me, we'll go over any and all details. The thing to keep in mind is that the HOA includes not just the amenities, not just your yard care, but it includes all of the community maintenance of the common areas and the services like your 24-hour security. And we are here at the Nevis, our Caribbean home with 1,865 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, plus a den and a hobby room. However, this owner built the house to use the option of turning that den into a 3rd bedroom. So we'll see that as we go into the house. Now, one additional note about the construction details of these Caribbean homes, because they are attached to their neighbors, and the neighbor on one side, is that that wall between each home and its neighbor is a double wall with a cavity in between for both sound proofing and also as a 3-hour firewall. So just adding that to the construction details, specifically as it relates to the cottages and these Caribbean homes. Well, more about the Nevis is that it is one of 8 Caribbean model homes that range in size from 1,507 square feet up to 1,865 square feet. That's the size of the Nevis. And the Nevis is the largest of the Caribbean homes. And one of the reasons that it's so popular is because it has that extra room, not just 2 bedrooms and a den, but the fact that it has the den and the hobby room. That's one of the main reasons I think that people go for the Nevis. Another is that it has a front entrance, where many of the Caribbean homes have a side entrance. And another is that it's just bigger than the smallest of the freestanding beach series homes, and yet it costs a lot less. Bigger, more size, extra room, but costs less. Well, that's a real sales story. And those are some of the reasons why people go for the Nevis, why it's so popular. Well, let's go in and take a look. In the foyer, well, we have a 13-high-foot foyer ceiling, which actually, since it's recessed, goes all the way to 14 feet, with a beautiful hanging light fixture, which looks just like a large piece of jewelry. And as we progress down the foyer hallway to the great room and the dining room, we see that the hallway has a continued recessed ceiling. Beautiful coloration up in that ceiling called Icelandic. And it has a kind of a frosty violet with light blue undertones. Brings a cool calm into any room, according to the literature. And it really is good looking. We're going to see it again in the dining room. Immediately off to our right is our 2nd bathroom and our front bedroom, which is the 2nd bedroom. This bedroom measures 12 feet 4 inches by 13 feet 11 inches. And you can see it has those beautiful Savannah shutters in the window. That is a package offered by the builder. This is the more expensive, and the shutters package like this is the more expensive choice. Really warms up the room. The other package is a standard 2-inch horizontal louver window covering. Many people go for that. It's an excellent value. Our 2nd bathroom is immediately here to the side, has several upgrades. We have the cabinets, which are a level 2 Brelin pure style stone gray color. And we have the quartz top in here, which is Forte, F-O-R-T-E, with the flat polished edges. That's a quartz, a level 3 quartz. We have a fiberglass tub, but with the surround going right to the ceiling, which is a Florentine 12 by 24 with a staggered horizontal pattern. It's a staggered Carrera, a matte Carrera, with the high window bringing in light, but I see that it's granitized, so it also offers privacy. We see the same tile here on the floor, and our faucet is a brushed nickel, and the style is Gibson. Next to the second bathroom is the Carrier 15 SEER air handler and heater. This is a gas community, ladies and gentlemen, so you have gas heat in all of these homes. They all come with these 15 SEER carriers, and they also have humidity controls. Continuing down our foyer hallway, to the left is the laundry room and the entrance to the garage to the left of that. The washer and dryer are never included in the base price of these homes, ladies and gentlemen, so you can buy them through the builder or you can get them in the aftermarket. Clearly, this owner has decided to get them in the aftermarket. Here is our hobby room, and this cannot be converted into a bedroom because it doesn't have a window or egress. That's one of the requirements for a bedroom. Now this room measures 10 feet 4 inches by 10 feet, and it is immediately across the hallway from our bedroom, which otherwise would be a den. And you see there where the owner has added that closet, which I believe there's another option if you kept this as a den to have that either as a wet or a dry bar. And there again, once again, we see our beautiful shutters, which are here in place before this owner occupies, which will be very soon, by the way. The doors, by the way, are an 8-foot high option. This owner has chosen for those, and in this bedroom or den, your choice is either to have the solid double doors or the glass double doors. Now this room, the den, measures 12 feet 4 inches by 13 feet 6 inches. Well, finally, we have made our way to the dining room and to the great room. Your dining room immediately to the right measures 17 feet 4 inches by 9 feet 10 inches. And you'll see this entire room has a recessed ceiling, which takes it from 9 feet to 10 feet. Once again, we see the tinted recessed ceiling paint in that Icelandic color. I love it. I absolutely love it. Our flooring in here is a laminate, which is the Trotter Heirloom Oak. It's a level 2 laminate, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of the most popular choices for my buyers, and buyers in general, I think, is to upgrade from carpet to laminate, and this particular color is really a favorite. The great room is 17 feet 4 inches by 16 feet 11 inches. And the wall color that you see, by the way, is what is called a reserve white. Now, there's many options in this house. Among them are these recessed lights. Some recessed lights are included, like in bathrooms, hallways. Others in the various rooms are not. Also not included, which would be an option, would be to have then your hanging light fixture or your fan light fixture. And this owner has chosen for some beautiful light fixtures. You have the choice of getting them through the builder, or you can get them and hang them then in the aftermarket. Well, the kitchen has a peninsula coming at an angle with the 2 pendants. Once again, an option. And this is a Margaritaville special, I understand it. It's not a coincidence that they look like upside down Margaritaville glasses. It's not a coincidence, it's intentional. Well, let's talk about some of the things here. Our countertop is a level 3 quartz, which is called a minuet. Once again, with the polished flat edges. Your stainless sink is standard, and those come in 50-50, 60-40, or single bin options. Our cabinets are Aristocraft and are Brelin white. On the lower side, we have some pull-out shelves. I'll show those to you in just a minute, but those are an option that you can always have. Now, this is a gas community, but your standard and included appliance is your flat ceramic top electric range and oven. This owner is chosen for that. And if you wanted to have a gas range, well, that's an option. You can choose for that. The buyer has chosen for a beautiful glass aqua colored backsplash with the bricklay pattern. They did buy the Whirlpool refrigerator through the builder. And one thing about the Whirlpool dishwashers these days, folks, is that they do have the stainless bin, which is preferred both for reasons that it makes them more sanitary, also quieter than the plastic bin machines. So that's a new feature by Whirlpool. The primary bedroom has the standard and included recessed ceiling. Our fan fixture is an option. But again, we have those beautiful Savannah shutters here at the back. Really warm up the room. And you can see our laminate floor continues right on through every room except the bathrooms where we have tile. We have his and her closets. We have the same gray cabinets that we saw in the second bathroom. We have the same quartz countertop that we saw. These are all upgrades, folks. The same brushed nickel hardware. And here we have a frameless shower with the floor-to-ceiling tile. The same tile that we saw in that second bathroom, but here it is stacked one on top of each other right from floor to ceiling. Our floor tile here is a level 3 prime balance 12 by 24 staggered white tile. And a quick look at the his and her closets here. The bifold doors are what guard the entrances to them. But these are good size closets. Good size closets. The wire shelving is standard. You do have an option for some custom shelving if you want. This is the smaller of the two closets. And I'm so glad that she chose me as her buyer's agent. And I'm so happy to have worked with her. What a pleasure, and being just some small part of her success. What a beautiful house. And what a great covered screen porch this house has. Now the covered porch, also called a lanai, is standard and included. It measures 14 feet by 16 feet. The screening is optional, and it's an option that most buyers that I work with take. Now, this is normally just a concrete patio. This owner has opted to go with the paver surface, and wow, it's a wow, ladies and gentlemen. Expensive, but it's a wow. And the owner has extended their patio. Very popular option. It's one that I recommend. There's times when you want to come out and be out in the plain air. And for those of you who barbecue, you can have a gas stub out here. Get your barbecue out from under that covered area. And between you and your neighbor in these Caribbean homes is an 8-foot high separation privacy wall. And here is the garage, standard and included in all of these Minto homes. It measures 20 by 20. It has the automatic door opener, also standard. And while she hasn't moved in, the new owner, her car has. I just signed for the delivery just a few minutes ago. Well, I would certainly like to work with you, ladies and gentlemen, as your buyer's agent here at Latitude Margaritaville or anywhere else in the Hilton Head Island, Bluffton area. And again, my name is Richard Kadesch, K-A-D-E-S-C-H. My cell phone, please call anytime, 843-684-2933. My email address, rich@gogated.com. And my website is gogated.com. Well, I'm looking forward to a strong 2024. And I say that based on personal experience from the last couple years, as well as from what I read and learn from other sources. For instance, in 2023, the second half of 2023, the average sales price in this area versus the same period in 2022, up about 4.5%. I have many of my clients who call and say, gee, when is the price going to come down? Well, I don't think it's going to come down. I think that it's going to continue going up. The question is, how fast will it go up in 2024? Well, the buyers that came along in 2023, many of them cash buyers, we have an affluent market in this 55 and over category. The demand greatly exceeds the supply. Many of these people are cash buyers. Many of them can go ahead and buy a home and refinance it later if they want. But we see now that the interest rates are forecast to come down in 2024. That's going to bring more buyers into the marketplace, and of course prices are based on supply and demand. We see that we are looking at a generally a good economy in 2024. That recessionary talk just has not materialized. And we also see, and this is quoting from the internet, a company called Stacker.com. They are citing as reasons that prices are forecast to go up here in 2024. They cite jobs in the area, strong economy, so we have a lot of jobs. Another reason is the high quality of life in this area. They talk about the commutability to the jobs. In other words, it's easy to get there. You don't have a lot of problems with traffic. I hear it all the time from people from other parts of the country, New York and elsewhere. Oh, you won't believe the traffic. It took me an hour and a half to go down the street, whatever. We don't have that problem here. And finally, they cite low rents. Well, I'm not so sure about that one. The rents have gone up, and this is just a supply and demand situation for the tenant as well as the owner. But I'd be happy to talk to you more about any and all of these facts, learn your opinion, get to know you better, and so I invite you. Please call me on my cell phone, 843-684-2933. Let's get acquainted. Let's plan for your success. I'm sure we can do it together. Again, I have 46 years of local real estate experience right here in this area, and I certainly would like to work with you. So thank you very much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. And if you liked it, well, there's more at the Go Gated channel on YouTube. Please subscribe. Thanks again.